What's up? Welcome back to the second half of the day, I guess. Came sooner than expected. I went out walking. I can only do a couple blocks, which is half a mile. I forgot my shades, and I came back upstairs, and I'm like, I could go back downstairs. But I was like, I don't feel like it. So here I am, back again. While I was walking, I was thinking about where I left things. I was like, you know what? I said I was going to finish this OAuth crap for Slack today, and I don't want to have to deal with this again. At least the way I'm dealing with it right now. Oops, just realized. Whatever. I just realized that I put my shades over there, and I can see them in the frame now. Those are just, that's why they were moved. That's my excuse. They were moved when the house was being cleaned, so they weren't in the normal spot. So I didn't do the normal thing of picking it up before I left. And it's bright as hell outside today. Like, it's really bright. I had to let the shades down. But yeah, before I left earlier, I was working on the Slack story. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. And we got up to the point to where, over the past week, I guess, what we've done is we've gotten these OAuth Slack flow. We're able to get the code, and now we're able to submit that code to Slack servers to get back an access code. And what I want to do now is save that access code into my database. In fact, I've already done that. That's what I was implementing earlier. That's only half of the story though. The other half is I need to actually use said token. All right, so it's in the database. I need to use it whenever something is happening. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So to get started, let's share my screen, I guess. Do that. Do some screen share action. All right, and nothing's changed since the last time, I don't think, hopefully. Watch this shit not work. Knowing my luck, it won't work. All right, so I think where I left off was I have data in the database. Show some of that data. All right, so I have some data in the database. Now what I want to do is whenever I get my auth, my YouTube thing, what is it called? YouTube active stream. Oh, active stream maybe. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, so whenever I'm in this active stream thing, I think this works through auth, right? Like I get this profile. I do have a pattern established. I just haven't used it. Okay. Yeah. So I'll get this profile and then I'll do some things. All right. So here's what needs to change. At the end of this flow, I do this Slack message thing right here. Well, maybe, just maybe, what I want to do is say to who this is to, right? Or in what workspace. So let's do it here. We're gonna go to what's this thing, Slack, and I'll make this slightly bigger. I know y'all probably can't see, so we also don't need to see any other thing right now. So we go to Slack, and we have here, this is hard coded. Yeah, we'll deal with that in a bit. And then the Slack client here. So maybe I should create this Slack client here, or whenever I get the Slack client, maybe as a part of creating it is a function, right? So it'll return to me a Slack client. I think the returning is a better thing. So let's say get export, and then we're gonna say export Slack something. I don't know. We'll call it Slack stuff. Oh, excuse me. Just to prove that it doesn't really matter what the name of this is right now. And the whole point of Slack stuff is not actually to be an object. It's going to be a function that's going to return an object. One of the things it's going to return is this function right here, this send message to Slack thing right here. So this is probably going to be renamed to a Slack dial, which is, it's just a name that I use for these types of things. except I haven't been using that anywhere else. Damn it. I don't want to develop a new pattern in this project, so I'm not going to develop it here. But I'm going to call it Slack dial. I'm going to call it that. So we're going to say Slack dial, and then we're going to take this thing and that'll go here. And then I don't want to export this. Wait, I'm exporting this. Wait a minute. Hold on. If I'm exporting this, where else am I using this? Just one. Okay, so this shouldn't be exported. Okay, I don't know why this is exported. All right, that threw me for a little bit of a loop. I'm like, why is this even here? All right, yeah, so we're gonna do this thing, and then I think this is in the wrong. Oh no, never mind. This is its own thing. All right. All right, so we're gonna dump this here. And then what I want to do is return a new object. And this is going to take in the whatever this is. I need a token. Yeah, so we'll just say token. Like so. And instead of doing this like I'm doing now, what I'll do is this will be renamed as a function. So we'll say async function. Function that. So we'll do that. And then this will use the Slack client that's in here, right there. I guess I can do this down here. All right, so now what I'll do is just return send message to Slack. And this is just going to be a function like such. For what it's worth, there are several ways of doing this. I don't know how much you all care about this, but the alternative is we could just do a return this way and then build the object like so. So we'll just say this is async, and then this would now be an anonymous function, but a named key, and then we don't have to do this return. But I'm doing this other one for now, even though it's longer and more verbose. Okay, so now we're gonna send the thing, and then this right here is now gonna just be token. All right. All right, so now, wait a minute, what is this? Yeah, so now what is that thing? This route that I was working on? Man, I forgot. It's active stream, I think is what it was. So active stream. Oops. This should be broken now, hopefully. Maybe not. Did I not save it? See, this function here doesn't exist anymore. Oh, okay. There we go. I was like, that don't exist anymore, but we're good. All right, so we're gonna grab the Slack DAO out of there. And this is actually a builder function, so we'll say create Slack DAO. And inside of my wait, why do I keep going out of this function? My gosh. All right, let me just close everything. Maybe that'll help. Okay, So here, this abnormally long, stupidly long function. What I'm instead gonna do first is we're gonna grab our DAO client. We'll say Slack is equal to create Slack DAO, and then we're going to pass in the token that should come from the profile. And there is an integration configuration. There should be a Slack thingamajig, and then there should be a access token thingamajig. And this is upset because it could be undefined. So how do I want to handle that? I guess I have to check. So we'll say if these things. So if that. We're gonna just wrap all of this inside of there because I don't want to have to do it. Like if it fails, I don't care at the moment. All right, so now we're gonna do Slack dot whatever that is, and I hate this name. So it's called send message to Slack. Let's just call it send message. Or what the hell else are we sending? Let's just call it send. How about that? Okay. Oops, wait, what did I just do? Yeah, there we are. So this should be that, what it was. Let's fix this. And it's this thing right here that I want to be not that. So we're just gonna call this send. All right, cool. All right, so I'll probably want to create this somewhere else eventually, but for now, this is good enough. We're going to try to send a message, and then, yeah. So a good way to see if this is working, because I already know it's in the database, so I don't feel the need to check to make sure that that logic's working. But actually, no, maybe I... No, I don't think I need to. Let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. We're going to make a call to the API. Oh, wait, what is this for? This is, oh, this is OAuth login. Okay, so where are we at? Server actions, get active stream. It's not gonna work. I know why. It's just, god dang it, I have to go and get the right token now. So let's get the token. Oh wait, no, wait. This should still work because I think I made it where it would last for 2 weeks. So I kicked the can down the road. So hopefully this access token isn't expired. Shit. Oh, okay. Unexpected token U in JSON at position 0. Interesting. All right, so we're gonna get to do some more digging inside of the authentication workflow or flow, which has changed. And this is also the other thing where I was like, technically this, I could have did this a little bit better. All right, as I was walking, I was thinking about it. So here's the thought. I was like, I want to treat cookie header and auth header authorization the same, like no matter what. Right, so I'm like, I don't even need to see right here. But I'm not going to change it right now because I only want to make one change. I've already made enough changes. So it's saying that U is unexpected somewhere. I have a feeling, but let's confirm this feeling. Put a breakpoint here. So we're definitely getting here. I think that this logic right here is resulting in the wrong thing. That's my feeling. That's my hunch. So let's try it again. All right, we get auth header. Yep, and then cookie and not cookie, which there shouldn't be anything in cookie right now. Yeah. All right, and then this is where I think things are jacked up. What is this equal to? Auth type cookie. Yep, that's it. The issue with this is cookie. Okay, all right, I know what the issue is. Okay, welcome to development. So I'm using the wrong cookie here. What I really care is not this cookie. I care about C. That's what I care about. Man, this is why I was like, maybe it would be better if I do or this right here. So like if I just get rid of the C and then I do like or that. All right, this would be a little bit better, or a little bit safer, rather, not better. There's no such thing as better. So we could say the auth header is equal to whatever this is, get the authorization, or this one right here. Now, what may be smart to do is to do my bearer stuff here. All right, and then what I can do is I can just check to see if this particular thing has a value. I'm not gonna do that right now though. I'm gonna get it working the way that it is. Then I can go back and refactor later. All right, let's do the thing again. Just to recompile. All right, so now it should be C, which should be empty, right? And now we should get back a bearer value, hopefully. The auth type, yes, we do. So now we finish off the thing, and then we get another error. Authentication error, cannot trim properties. Trim start, which is here. Now, okay. I see. So one of these, I'm getting an empty value. So let's throw a breakpoint here and see what is that thing. All right, so we're gonna just do all of these. All right, and then this is, wait, is this bearer token? No, this isn't bearer. This is, all right, this is still wrong, I think. Auth header. Yeah, this, I think this should be integration. That's what this should be. I don't understand why this didn't come back as integration then. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. All right, I guess I am going to rejigger the logic just a little bit. That way I won't even have to do this over here anymore. So I'm going to do all of that up front. So here's the thing. If I'm going to get my auth header, and then I need to do this, like I need to determine what type of auth this is. So the only thing that I can be for certain of is that if it's an if it's bear, it's going to have the word bear. Cookie and integration, neither one of the, like, I won't get that information. However, I could either create a new function or just extend this one. I'm going to do that. We're going to say auth is cookie. Auth is cookie. So we're going to make this, and this is going to be a Boolean, and for initially it's going to be false. All right, so this is how I'm going to do the check now. So we're going to say auth header is going to be equal to this, whatever this authorization is, or it's going to be equal to this right here, the cookie. So we're getting either this or that, or it's going to be empty. Now, if it is this right here, actually, we'll say if not auth cookie, All right. We're going to say use cookie. So we're going to say if not use cookie, then what we want to do is I'm going to make this a let now. We're going to say that the auth header, oops, I literally said the word let, it didn't say it. We're going to say auth header is equal to whatever the auth header is. And then I'm going to just take this bit right here, dot split, trim start. So we'll just take that. So we're going to say if not use cookie, and well, actually we should probably say the first thing. Sorry. So we should say if auth header and that. All right. So this is the case that the auth header actually exists, like that. I forgot I need to handle the integration one too. So here's how I know if it's an integration. If it's not use cookie, so that's the only way. So we're going to say, I wonder if I can just do the if here. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So we'll say else. Oops. So this is going to be else if, actually. Else if. So if we do have an auth header and wait, why is this here in use cookie? This, okay, my bad. This goes here. So yeah, so we're going to say auth header, and then we're going to say, and gosh, this right here, this auth header last index of thing, we're going to take that. So if it's this, if this is the case, we know that this is integration. Integration. If this first thing is the case, we know that we're using the cookie. And then there is another case, and this actually, I have another bug still. This actually goes here. All right, so this right here means that we're in bear. So we'll just treat it as a bear or auth. So we'll say else if auth header, and we'll say I'm gonna just invert this, and it may seem weird why I'm doing this, but I want the else to just return. So the else is gonna be my catch-all. So we'll say if last index of, oh wait, no, I'm wrong. This right here, oops. This right here is bear. This right here is integration. Yeah, so I guess here, yeah, I don't have to worry about the condition now. It'll just fall through. We'll just treat it as an integration. It'll probably just fail, hopefully. Right, I think this makes sense. Yes. So now I can get rid of this, I think. No, I still need this. Yeah, I still need this. So we need to say else if auth header. So that should be good enough here. And then this could be a else. I normally don't like doing this, but whatever, it's fine. We'll do that. So else we're gonna just return. We don't want to do anything. So if it's this right here, there's really nothing that I want to do really other than call the function. So we're going to call functions now. So we're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to say handle bear auth. Like that. And just pass in the header. And then for here, we're going to say handle integration. Oops. Wait, what did I just do? I guess I didn't need to do that. So we return integration. And this auth header definitely exists. So here's what I'm gonna do. I don't like lets at all, ever, in general. So we're gonna not do a let. We're gonna turn it back to a const. I only do a let as a last resort if I like really need to. All right, so now we have that. Now we need to do our else, which is just an error. And then our cookie is literally the same thing. Here. Like that. But because this is bear, I have to make it a bear. So we're gonna do this right here. We'll say bear, like so. All right, now we should be able to get rid of all of these other things. And then let's just wrap all of this in the try. Oh, wait a minute. I need to take all this. Let's take that. So my cookie is, I should have kept that comment. Dang it. Oh, here it is right here. It's literally right here. Okay. So auth token, and then we'll just say auth token right here. Okay. So now our cookie logic should be done. And then I guess I want to take this catch here. Okay. So this is upset that it can't find the name C. And I don't think it's C anymore. I think I had to actually get the, it should just be here, the auth header right here. Maybe I shouldn't call it auth header. Maybe I should just call it auth. I don't think I'm using that anywhere else here. Yeah, I can just use it auth. Okay. All right, now let's try this out. Let's log in. We'll allow. Or breakpoint here. Let's try this again. Oh, my bad, casual economist. My bad. Are you liking ChatGPT any better lately? To be honest, I don't use ChatGPT that often, so I don't know. But I mean, the last time I used it, it was still just as trash as it was last time. I mean, other people may be using it for other things, but what I tried to use it for wasn't it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I know I'm not done yet. No wonder it's not working yet. I forgot to say that. So here in this auth, I need to say where is the auth coming from. Now, in this case, authentication error. In this case, I don't understand what's going on, because this auth, if I'm not mistaken, wait, no, I am mistaken. Let me go to the function that's taking care of the Slack auth, wherever that is. The Slack callback, I think. Slack callback, yeah, this thing right here. I think this is the last piece. So I am using the authenticate, but what I need to do here is say true for like use cookie. Now I think this should work. All right, so this should say use cookie. Oh, it doesn't. Whoa. So if, wait, why is it not off? God dang it. Okay. Let's stop. Go back. Okay. Let's try it again. This was a error on my part. This was just me. Okay, so now we're here. And yes, there we are. Cool. So we get the cookies, get the auth cookie. Okay, we get the token. Okay, and then pair token, yeah, we pass that in. And it's probably gonna fail here. It should fail there, I think. That was a weird looking whatever that was. Cannot read property undefined reading ID. I don't know what that is. Actually, I think I do kind of know what that is. I might have to step through some stuff. Okay. Do this again. I'm gonna do this for the next one. Wait, let's go to handle bear off. So we're gonna go there. All right, we get the token. Oh, that looks right. Auth retry fetch failed. Okay. I need to start throwing errors. I either need to start throwing errors or returning an actual response. I need to do that soon because this is starting to become hard to deal with. But for now, we'll go on. So that's the problem here, is that it's not getting a user. Or the user, rather. I wonder if I'm using the right function. Figured get user would be the thing to use. Sign in with OAuth, sign in with OTP, sign in with ID token. All right, let's go look at Supabase. I only really care about the docs right now. And this is the get user. What I want to know is what can I give it? All right, optional JWT. If no JWT is provided, get user will attempt to get the JWT from the current session. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna need to inspect this cookie that I'm getting back now. This auth token, which isn't set yet. So I'm gonna take this value here and see what this is. All right, authenticated. So it definitely knows who I am, or that, you know, this is authenticated, session ID. But okay, I guess this isn't a user, but there is a session. So I wonder if I can log in with a session. Let's stop this. This isn't gonna work. Okay, so maybe instead of this, whatever that is, we'll see if we can use session or something. Get session, and then what? Can I give this a JWT? No, I can't. Or is it overloaded? Yeah. No. I know that the client, there's a client that allows me to do that from the cookie. I was hoping that there was a way to log in, you know, with a cookie. I'm gonna just make this an error. Screw that. We're gonna throw so that I get the real error. So we'll just say access token, or I don't know, couldn't load user. Then say, wait, user or token, yeah. All right, so now this will throw an actual error. Instead of giving me like, oh, whatever the thing is undefined, it'll show me what it actually is. So it's not going to fix the issue, but at least it gets me a little bit farther along. We won't do that anymore. So we should get back a user. Well, it's not a user error, but wait. Wait a minute. Did that work? What? Wait, what? Okay. All right, maybe it's failing here. Okay, I have no idea what's going on right now. Wait, what? Can I read properties undefined reading ID? What the hell? Like, what are we reading? And this is line. Okay, let's just go to this line of code. So it's happening on line 42. So it's happening around here. I wonder if it's this ID right here. I wonder if it's that. Yeah, it's probably that. Let's throw a breakpoint here. So my auth seems fine. So I think I'm good here. I mean, it's not fine, but it's not the reason for my issues anymore. That's what I really meant to say. All right, so you're gonna get an updated. Ah, yes, that's okay. I see what the problem is. I mean, I see why it's failing. It's probably this right here. Either this or this right here. It's one of these. Cannot read properties undefined reading ID. I wish it would be specific which ID, unless it's this last one here. Did I lose all of my context? I did. Okay. Here we are. Auth-ed. I think that's what I have. Auth-ed user. Okay. And then we have team ID. That's definitely there. Bot user ID. Yeah, that's the only ones that could fail. Wait, what the fuck? All right, something's going on. Something's weird happening. I think I know what the weirdness is. I think it's being rendered twice. Let's say if Slack data or no Slack data. We'll just say Slack data for now. We'll wrap it so I don't have to worry about the opposite case. So we'll do that. So if there's Slack data, then we need to do something. So we have our updated config, and then we're gonna do the thing. Otherwise, bow out. Let's try that. Throw a breakpoint here. Remove this one. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's try this again. Hopefully Slack's not pissed off at me for trying and failing at this several times. No responses returned. Okay. How is no response returned? I see. It's for the error in case, right? Guys, I really hate this. I had to do this weird ass cast just to be able to do dot message. This is just for TypeScript. Only for TypeScript. It doesn't do anything for me. Just TypeScript. Okay. Perfect. So now we're no longer getting an error. Let's clear this. That's too much crap. Okay, so now that that's happening, wait, added Slack credentials to profile. So Slack data there must not be any data here. Let's see. Invalid jot. Okay. Oh. But this one works. Interesting. All right, I think I may have. I think I might know why that's happening that way. In the component, which is, where's that component at? Is it in auth maybe? Or is it here? Yes, it's here, right here. Yeah. So I'm making a request to here. Maybe I only want to do that if code and state, like if there is actually code and state. So we'll say code state, and then we'll say code state, and then that. So now we should never get this called whenever there's not any code in state. Let's see. And here's how we'll know. If we get that, if I press F5 and it comes back to that, then I know that it's being called twice. So it should take me to my breakpoint one day. Or not. Huh. I think I know what I may need to do. Let's go back to my, wherever that callback. Dang, what did I do with it? I was just on it. It was the thing that I just did, and I've already lost it. Here, this thing. So maybe, I don't care about state. State will never change. I also don't care about, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't care about state. Let's refresh. There we go. Cool. So now we get back invalid code. Okay. So I guess now it gets to here. I don't know. I'm still a little bit. Well, it's working. So I guess there's that. Just make sure it is working. If I could just be talking shit. Yeah. Looks to be working. All right, fine, whatever. So now that that's working, let's go back to what I was doing earlier and the active stream bit right here. So I have this breakpoint there. I really don't want that. What I want to do is wait, what? Wait. Notes, insertion error, profile. Okay, yeah, so let's come here. And let's try to do this again. Still not authorized. Okay, all right, well, I thought I had gotten around this, but maybe I didn't. All right, so we'll throw a breakpoint here. This is integration. Yeah, this is the integration. So that's what I'm curious to see, if this is identified properly, like the type of auth strategy. No, it's not. Oh, I think I am starting to maybe see. Yeah, this is a whole other thing right here. Okay, all right, you see here? Somewhere I'm calling auth twice, but I'm calling it differently. All right, let's go to the stack trace. Who just called that? This is the auth callback route. Slack auth callback. Will that be a cookie? Yeah, I think that will be a cookie. All right, let's go here. So this is here, authenticate. This isn't a cookie. So what I would expect to see is it to go under this handle integration key. And it does. Okay. The problem is stupidity on my part. It's just going to be auth at this point. So I'll go ahead and finish that up. That shouldn't work, and then I'll save it, recompile. And now let's try this. It should work this time. Yeah, there we go. Body devlogs must follow an arbitrary naming convention. And I have a to make it generic. Okay, so this isn't gonna work because, damn it! Oh my gosh. Okay, I had to go and rename the stream, or no, I'm just gonna rename the stream because things are relying on it being named a certain way. Okay, so let's go to YouTube right quick. Go to my studio. All right, so this needs to be called Devlog 2024.01.06.2 finishing Slack OAuth setup live. Okay, let's save. Okay. I guess I don't need that anymore. I know that that's gonna work. I'm pretty sure I'm following that arbitrary whatever the hell it is that I say. So let's go to the active stream and then, oh shit, I just went there and closed it. So I have a regular expression here that's doing that match. So let's put a breakpoint here. See what our title is. It definitely has the things in there that it should have. I see what the issue is. My regular expression is wrong. I should also be able to have an optional number that's just an optional number following that. That's why it's not working. So I'm going to continue to get that until I add my optional number. So let's do that. So we're going to do like so. And that can be any number. I don't really care. Actually, you know what? It will never be more than one number. So this right here is going to be that. Or no, plus. It's going to be plus. Actually, I don't know. I'm going to have to go check. Oh, it's question mark. Never mind. 0 question mark. Okay. And this should still be part of my capture group, so we're good. So let's try this again. Do we match? Look at that. We match. We're matching. Oh wait, no we're not. Hold on. If not parse, okay, or parse groups. Oh, this is what, okay, I think this is where I was getting jacked up last time. For some reason, the groups aren't there. I don't know why. But maybe I don't care about these groups. We're gonna just say, yeah, I don't care about these groups right now. Let's get rid of that. Now, I won't be able to get this from the groups or anything like that, but I know that my date is going to be this thing right here. I hope I'm not using that date for anything. No, I'm not. Okay, perfect. Okay. I shouldn't even call this a date, to be honest. I really shouldn't call this a date because that's not really what it is. I can make it a date by changing my my little group thing here, and maybe I should do that so that it continues to be a date. But I'm thinking about doing this just because I know that this is an array and that this is the second item, so I should be able to like grab these using this type of syntax. I should be able to do that. The question is, do I want to do that? I really don't. I would prefer to understand why it matches, but I'm not getting my groups. That's what I would prefer to know. I wonder if it's because I didn't provide names to these groups. Yeah, that's probably it. So let's look at the history right quick, file history. All right, so let's see, take a look at what I've done. Get rid of all of that. All right, yeah, this is probably the reason why. So let's give these a name. I forgot the syntax. That's why I was like, oh, I gotta go look. So this right here, I don't care about that. We don't care about that. But this part I do want. So we'll match that, I think. Okay, so this is going to be the date, all of this. And honestly, this right here is like the version, if that makes sense, but I'm gonna leave that alone for now. And then we have whatever this crap is, some spaces, whatever this is. So this could be any manner of things. And and then live. So one of these needs to be, all right, let's see, space. So that this whole thing is optional. And then this right here, which is in a capture group, but I'm not naming it. So let's name it. We'll call this the title. Like so. Maybe that's why there are no groups. So let's try this again. Maybe we'll get the groups now. Yep, that was it. So now we get our date here, and then we get the title, and yeah, we're good. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit, because technically this is not the date what I have. So technically that's gonna end here, and then this right here, it's its own capture group. So like, yeah, all of this, it's its own capture group. And this could be 0 or 1 times as well. And this would be version, I don't know, like number, maybe. I don't know. I forgot that I sometimes do that. So this is an edge case. See here, number. Oh, guys, okay. I don't want to include the dot. Right here, I don't want to include that as part of my capture group. So the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna just do a non-capture group, which is that, and then we'll do a dot like that, and then we're gonna do that. Oops. Wait a minute. Make this bigger. Wait, why did I just do that? That doesn't make sense. I think it's just this right here. Oh, okay, I remember why. I remember why I did that. I don't want that to be captured. Okay, so we're gonna have that, and then the number, and then a new capture group here, I think. So now I got to make sure that my things line up, and this, honestly, this isn't the best place to be doing this kind of thing. So let me move this to another place. Let's go ahead and finish this. Then arc. Okay, so we'll come here, delete that. We have I and then G. And I guess I have to do the flags here this way, so we'll put I. Error opening. Okay, did I forget to close it? Yes, unmatched. I don't know where the hell these matches go. Ah, gosh, I don't want to have to count. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, maybe it's here where I need to close some of these. 3, 4, 3, 2. Well, at least it knows that this is its own thing. Let me put a space here. Maybe that'll help me. So we have this term capture group here. All right, I don't know why that's part of that. We'll do this. So that's gonna be optional, whatever this is, that. And then we have another capture group, or I'm sorry, this is a non-capture group. This is a capture group, a named capture group rather. And then this capture group needs to end, which it does. Yeah, that ends. And there will also, this is also technically optional, but we're not gonna deal with that for now. In fact, we're not gonna deal with any of these being optional. I'm gonna delete this. We'll come back to that. Okay, next we have a non-capture group. All right, yes, and we're capturing a dot, optional dot. Okay, yeah, that seems about right. And I think the question mark would go here. I'm starting to get my bearings a little bit. Okay, so now we have another capture group, which maybe we should say that this is, oh, wait. Number. Oh, I see what's happening here. I see. All right, so this is the date. This right here is actually going to be a capture group. Actually, it's not even going to be a capture group. We're just going to do a dot. Yeah, no need for this to be a capture group. We're going to do a dot like that. And then this capture group right here needs to have a space preceding it. Potentially a space. So we'll do 0 or more spaces. And then we'll have a optional dot, and then we'll have a number which needs to be captured. So we're gonna get a number. We don't want that dot there. We get the digit, an optional digit. All right, and then get rid of that. Okay. And then I'm likely gonna have a space. Yeah, we're gonna have a space, 0 more spaces, followed by that, followed by 0 more spaces. Optionally, maybe. Yeah, all of this is optionally because I may not include a live at the end. And this is why maybe I should just not even try to validate this, because this is going to require that I name things a certain way, which is just not a good idea. All right, so if I leave this here, it's going to try to capture, so I don't want this to capture. I'll get rid of that. Also, this is wrong. Also, this is wrong too. All of these are optional. They may or may not be there, and that's the complexity. Is that know. They could be there, but they probably won't. But they could be. They could be there. All right, so we don't care about that digit. Oh no, I guess we do. We do care about this digit, and this should just be a digit of one digit. I don't want to deal with anything else. If it's anything other than that, just ignore it. So we're gonna get a number. All right, and then after that, we're gonna have optionally a space and a thing and some space, and then we're gonna have a title, which could be anything. And the title will be there. That has to be there. And then after that, we're going to get another captcha group with live. So we're going to have none, whatever that is. And then we want to, the space optionally, 0 more. Another space, 0 more, live. And I have the I so that we don't care about case. So now let's see what it's complaining about now. Problems in the expressions are underlined in red. Roll over them. I can name. Okay, it's okay. I don't care about that. That's just a warning. All right, is my regular expression okay now? Are we? They're gonna keep yelling at me? Are we good? Almost. Delete the spaces. All right, look at that. So yeah, we now have a regular expression, which is actually, I don't know. Let's see if this works. Here's how to tell if it works. Oops, do that. And let's go back to here. I'm just gonna take this thing here and just see if that works. That's the thing I'm trying to get to match against. All right, let's go to list details. Devlog, date, number 2, title, finishing, Slack, OAuth. Okay, this is wrong. So this title, I don't want it to be anything. I know why it's matching. It's doing a greedy match. So it's like it consumes this word and it's like, oh yeah, like this thing belongs to here. I don't know if I want that. Okay, I think I need to look at the look behind thing. Wait, is it capital W? All right, maybe, I don't know why it's not happy with what I had. I'm never gonna get this. I'm never gonna get it. I'm just gonna ignore it. What I can do, what I'll do is I'll just do a string and just do a replace on the title. That's easier than trying to figure out why I'm getting this. I know why I'm getting it, but like trying to figure out a solution so that I don't get it. For those of you who are unaware, with regular expression, it's a greedy masking algorithm, and the only way to get it to not like put this character as a part of this group is to kind of like do a look ahead type of thing. But it's too much effort. This is already a stupid regular expression anyway. All right, let's dump it in here. Make sure we do I. All right, cool. See how our new regular expression is working out. Wait, what? Wait, what just happened? Did that just work? Oh no, okay, never mind, okay. No, that did just work. What the fuck? That did just work. How? Like, or well, that one didn't work, but it worked at some point, and I didn't realize that. I wasn't expecting it to work. Well, actually, let me see. Let me check my messages. Maybe that's why I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Did it work? 11:59. Is that today? No, it didn't work. Okay. But it did something, so it's stuff that I had to clean up. Dang it. Yeah, that's what it is. Damn it. Okay. So, yeah, let me just close the PR and delete it. We'll try it again. All right, do we get our groups? Yes. The title, is the title fixed? No, it's not. Okay, never mind. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do whatever these things are. Do more things, do more things, more things, more things, more things, more things. Let's hope that there isn't a PR insertion error or video insertion error. There is. You know what? I don't know if I should care. Yeah. You know what? I don't care. We'll just try to do the thing. It'll fail. We'll try to insert the, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do from here on out. I still got to go back and fit, like, I'm gonna do it later, not now, as usual. So let's come back to here. Let's go to videos. Make sure that's not here. Learning how the web browser works. No notes. Is there a notes here? 2024.06. That must be today. Yep, that's where it's failing at. Go ahead and delete that. And maybe there's a new PR. Yeah, there is a new PR. So let's delete this other PR that just got created. And for some reason, this isn't rendering properly. Ah, I see. Somewhere along the way, these weird slashes keep being added to my markup. I'm gonna delete it just so I can show what it's supposed to look like. All right, anyway. I'll need to figure out a way to clean it up in the future. Delete. And you know what? I did say I'm not gonna worry about this, so I'm gonna for real not worry about it now, I think. So we don't care if it fails. This right here, don't care if it fails. Is there anything else that I care about or not care about if it fails? Honestly, if the PR fails, like, I don't know if I care, because yeah, I don't think I we'll just go see what happens. No longer need that. Let's go down here. All right, we're good there. Let's see if we can insert a note. Wait, is it doing something? Yeah, okay. Profile integration Slack token. Okay. This is that dumb check that I did just to make sure that I get an access token, and I do. We're gonna create the Slack file. So now we have the thing. We're gonna try to call, and we get an error. Fuck it. Oh my gosh. I know why too. God damn it. This is the downsides of dealing with state, because I had to go back and delete it all. Because if you want to run through it again, none of this stuff can be there. Actually, no, it can be there now. I don't care. I'm not checking. Yeah. All right, cool. So the reason why this has failed is because I revoked all of my tokens the other day. So I had to re-add the app. And the name of this app is YouTube Slackbot. Cool. Now we're good. Let's try this again. Oh, before we try it again, I have to make sure that there is no new PR, which I'm pretty sure there is. Let's delete it. All right, see what happens. All right, I'm gonna try to insert a video. I don't really care if there's an error this time though. Let's hope we don't get an error. Look at that. Now we got it happened. It worked. Let's look at Slack. Look at that. Look at it. Put some respect on it. Okay, so this is ugly. It's, you know, messy, but yeah, I guess there is no but. I don't really care about this error anymore. I'm not gonna handle it. And insert video error. Yep, don't care. Just try and forget. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I don't care. All right, let's do some committing. Oh, wait a minute. No, I do want that to be groups. We're gonna undo that change. Let's discard that. All right, look at that. We almost let a bug go through. All right, and then yeah, I guess we can do the rest of this crap. The main thing is I'm passing the slack offs from the config. All right, look at that pushing. I already answered that question about ChatGPT. Yeah, I'm done with ChatGPT right now. Look at that. So we have more to the PR. Not this PR. This is another repo. Let's go look at the correct repo. Look at it here. Actually, you know what? I have GitHub Desktop open. You can just use GitHub Desktop to open it. Look at that. Let's go to our PRs and look at that. This is almost done. Obviously, it's disgusting. You know, it's a lot of lots of things that I've added. I need to go and clean it up and try to pretend like I care about errors, like they could happen, and handle those. But yeah, this is technically ready to merge because the only thing I have to do in here is add support. You know, making it good. That can happen in other PRs. Yo, what's up? Is it Octor? Actor? I can't pronounce it. Octor. MHS. What's going on? And then we got, what is this? Bopples. Correcting bugs. Already a better dev than yeah. I mean, to be fair, I write more bugs than I fix. So, you know, there's still room for improvement over here. Let's be real. I don't think you're a real developer unless you're writing bugs. And if you're not writing bugs, it's because you're not doing anything worth doing. It's not because you're good. That's because the best of us, we write them. All right, so we now have all of this stuff. We're good to go. This is disgusting. I do want to refactor this, but part of refactoring this is going and doing the things that I said earlier with this authenticate. And honestly, I can really get this out of here. This shouldn't even be here. This is just like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for now. But this authenticate, what I want this to do in the future is do some of the responses for me. Like return the next response if I'm not authorized. Right now I'm having to do that myself. I don't want to do that at all. Like authenticate should just work. And if it doesn't work, I don't have to worry about that. At the moment, I have to worry about it. So here's how I'm gonna do that. I'm not doing this now. Like I said, I'm not gonna do this now. But there are certain areas where I should be throwing an error if things aren't what they are or like what they should be. For instance, if I get this use cookie and then I try to get the cookie and there is no cookie, then I need to do something, right? So this request right here. So yeah, see here, this could be an empty string. So when I do this cookie's parse. If I'm parsing an empty string, I'm definitely not going to get anything here. This will be undefined. So it's not good enough for this to just go through. And then, you know, I get to this handle bearer auth, and then it's going to be like, oh, by the way, this trim start, you pass in an empty string. That should still work. But, you know, the rest of this, it can lead to weird errors. So what I should do instead is return early and be like, yo, like, you know, you're using this cookie, but there is no cookie here. Right. So let's do that. So there is auth, obviously, so it can be empty, but I do want to make sure that auth cookie is a thing. It's hard coded for now, so I'm not going to keep it hard coded. That was a lie. I'm going to keep it hard coded today. So here's where I want to say, all right, if there's no auth cookie, and again, I'm not actually going to implement this now. I'm just showing. And we're gonna do return response JSON, something like that. Or maybe I can return there, I don't know. So we could do this. But here's the problem. Right here, I am gonna have to I'm gonna have to change this, right? I'm returning a profile or undefined. In reality, you know what? I can throw, screw it. I can throw it. I can do this, throw a response. By the way, you could do this. You can throw anything you want in JavaScript. Here, I'm gonna prove it to you. Let's open up a thingamajig. Let's open it up here. Actually, no, we're gonna open it up in Visual Studio Code. I won't be extra on y'all today. We'll open it up here. And let's just say throw. This is an error. All right, see, look, this is an error. We get an error, right? How is this different from not a throw? Let's do console log not an error. All right, so you'll notice that it never gets there because I'm throwing first. So let's get rid of that. And now we get that it's not red. So that's how we know this is an error. So let's throw this. And I think a request is part of the fetch API. So I should just have access to that request or response rather. So we'll say response. And I think this has to be new response. I think that's a constructor function maybe. Yep. And then we give it a body initializer. So yeah, we'll put some things in here. That's not what I expected. Is this the right? Oh, it is. Look at that. Oh, tripping. Okay, all right, look at that. This is the one I want. So what I'm gonna do is just say status. And we'll just say 500 for now. And maybe we'll add some other information. We'll say status text. Be like, something happened. Something went wrong. How about that? So we'll say something went, no, don't save. We don't care. And then we need to get rid of this to make it work again. All right. So we're gonna throw this error or throw this response, whatever you want to call it. Is there anything going to be in this body? Yes, we're going to say message error happened. We'll just say error. How about that? So this should have not working. It should throw an error. So now I'm weirded out why this isn't throwing. So let's say function er, and then we'll just throw it. I wonder if it's just being swallowed somehow. So let's call it error. Maybe it's not new. Maybe it's just throw. No, it's definitely this. Huh. I wonder if I had to try. Oh, no. Yeah, I guess I do have to try. Okay. I didn't expect that. I didn't think I would have to try. But as you can see, I can throw the response. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. It's just throw a response. Again, I'm not going to do this now. But this is how I'm going to get around having to do all these weird checks in my business logic. Which, is kind of stupid if you ask me. Same thing here, right? Like I'm just console logging in there. What I should probably do is do here, I'll show what it would look like for real. Maybe I thought I'm dumb. I was like, I thought I just did this. So we're gonna come here, and what I would want to do here, if we get to this error here, is that obviously something that was supposed to be here isn't here. Oh, literally right here. It's literally here. So I can say this. I can say throw new error, and then we'll have our message. And why is this tripping at me? Thought this was, wait. Is body not here? Oh, wait. I forgot. It's .json. It's a helper here. So it's a JSON thing. All right, there we go. So we'll go ahead and save that, get it formatted a little bit better. And I don't know if I have to do new here. I think I can just do response there. Yeah, there we go. So it wouldn't be a status of whatever this is. This would be ACP status redirect or something like that. Is this the 301? Oh no, not that one. Redirect. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we're going to redirect and then say you must log in or something like that. Must be logged in. Authorized. So this could like take you to the place that you need to go, like the redirect place. And yeah. Can I put that in here? I think that would be in headers or whatever. The point being is that I can throw a response and then inside of my business logic, because I'm already trying and catching everything anyways, it would just go in my try. And, you know, I could just forward that response to the router and it can handle everything for me. At least that's what I'm saying to myself. I don't really know if that's really gonna work. But yeah, I'm now how many hours in? I did 3 earlier. We're almost at 2, so I'm 5 hours in. Y'all have any questions? Any thoughts? Any words to share? I've said a lot of words. So I've said at least 1,000 words. So, you know, give me at least 5 words back. Nah, y'all don't have to give me words back. It's cool. But I guess I am gonna go ahead and wind this thing down. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Consider follow me on all the platforms that I'm on. Go to my page, my about channel, whatever, and you can see my link tree, and you can have access, not access, but you can go and see all of the other places that I post things to. Likes, subscribes, they all help. Oh, I got a question. I don't know any coding, but is this to have it auto authenticate without you having to do it yourself? Or at least is that what you're explaining? So the authentication that I'm working on is something called OAuth. And the idea behind this is that me as a third party, I'm doing things on your behalf. So I need to make sure that you have granted me privileges to do that. And the vendor who I'm going to be doing things on behalf of you for, they need to also know that you granted me permissions. So the reason why I have to keep track of this OAuth stuff is because this is a bot that's going to live in my workspace, and it's not just me in my workspace. So as a result, anyone who's in my workspace can watch, I'm using the word watch, they can watch their own channel, so that whenever they post videos or streams, this agent can go and monitor that, and anytime they post something, I pull down all the info. I can go and read it, aka watch the video, transcribe the video, figure out what they were talking about, that kind of thing. So that's the reason, is that I need to do things on behalf of other people. So there's two levels of authentication that happening here, which is why it's confusing. There's the authentication that happens on my app, which is you need to be authenticated to do any of these things that require some type of authorization. But at the same time, certain things that require you to be logged into my system also require me, the Slack bot, to be authenticated to the system that's going to do the things on your behalf. So in my case, I have Slack, there's GitHub, and then there's YouTube. These are all third-party vendors who I have no control over, and I need to do things on other people's behalf on these different platforms. So what you're watching me do, I'm not sure how long you're watching, but what you're watching me do was do the OAuth flow for Slack so that I can get the credentials and then save it into my database. That was a lot, but there you go. It's a little bit more context for you. Hopefully, does that help? Do you have a little bit better idea of what this is for? Or maybe I can back up and just ignore what this is for. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. OAuth is how you're able to log into some of your favorite sites using your Gmail account or your GitHub account, if you have a GitHub account, or your Microsoft account. Where, say for instance, you're going to some website. Let's say you're going to, I'm trying to think of a non, like let's say Reddit. Let's say you're going to Reddit. You want to sign up for an account on Reddit. Well, in the past, back in my day, it was a username and password. However, there's a problem with that. First, most people are terrible when it comes to usernames and passwords. They have poor security hygiene. So those aren't great. But then there's also the fact that people have more than one account, and technically you're supposed to use different passwords for each account. But let's say you're someone who's like me, you're more of a power user. You have 700 to 800 different accounts. And I know how many I have because I use one password. It tells me how many I have. So you have like 700 or 800 different accounts. What's the likelihood that you're going to remember every single one of those passwords? Because you're not supposed to use the same password, right? So OAuth kind of gets us around that. It's like, all right, think of it like your DMV, the what do you call it? The driver, motor, something. The people who like get your license. Think of it like that, where it's like we have a trusted provider. In this case, it's the sender, and we're going to authenticate with that sender so that they can trust us. And obviously, you have an account with them. So now we need to figure out a way to tell the vendor that, hey, you've granted me these things and I can do these things. So OAuth is all about that. It's how you're able to log into other websites, even though you don't have your identity on that website. They're using your Gmail identity or your GitHub identity or your Steam account if you're a gamer. I know about that. All right, it's got another response. Oh, that's pretty cool. So similar to other sites that require authenticating yourself on other sites. Yes, exactly. Yes. So yeah, I absolutely have to do this way because there's no other way. Because this is a bot, and you know, I don't want, well, it's not even that I don't want. How can the person log in on Slack? Like, that's impossible. So I had to do all that in the background and keep up with that on myself. Fortunately, I was reading, I kind of glanced at it. I didn't actually read, but I glanced and I saw that the Slack tokens they don't expire. So I don't have to worry about a refresh token. However, the Google tokens do expire. And I can show you that. Let me pull that up right quick. So because the Google tokens can expire, I have some logic here that handles that. Google something. Man, this is slow. When did this become so slow? Let's just do a search this way. We'll say Google Auth. YouTube, here we are. So you see here, I register, well, I have a function, but just pretend that this function is going to get called, and it's going to register 2 event handlers. One of which is to listen to whenever we get a new token. Well, that's really the only one. We look to see if we get a new token, or we add we add this function to this event tokens, and then we inspect that token to see if whether or not it's a refresh token. If it's a refresh token, then we need to save it, right? And the reason why this is important is that it's kind of a security risk if you can create an access token that never expires. So this is a way for me to consistently like re-log in, get new access tokens without having to say, hey user, I need you to go log in again. And I'm sure you've used applications, Zoom comes to mind, where every time you use it, you have to log in. Like literally every time you do anything, you have to log in. This prevents that. So you get token refreshes, I assume what keeps your place and information. So if you refresh, you don't need to redo it again. Yeah, it's something like that. You can think of it like it's a trusted token that if given to the vendor, along with your client ID and your client secret, we can verify that, oh, this is the same person. It's, you know, so we'll just refresh it. So in other words, we'll just give you a new token without having to go through the flow. So yeah, basically. And honestly, like if you have in the future, if you happen to come across this stream again in the future, I don't really do schedules, but I'm pretty random with it. But even if you're not live, if you're watching any of these, feel free to drop a comment. I think the best way of learning is not just by watching, but engaging. Like you can probably learn how to do this stuff much quicker than you think. Like real talk. Turns out it's just a matter of like how much you want to learn it. But I do understand not everybody has an interest in this, and honestly, there's so many other better things you could do in life. But yeah, so in the future, if you got questions, feel free to ask them. Like don't be like, oh, he's working, I don't give a shit. Again, this is my excuse for content. I'm not actually doing anything important. It's just I'm streaming because I need to do. I imagine tracks IP access to verify it's your token. No, I am not tracking the IP. Although I do have access to your IP because you're coming to a server. However, Slack does provide some of this stuff. Let me go to, go here. So you can have Slack only listen for certain IP address ranges. Where's that at? Yes, here. Yeah, so you can add an IP address range here. And the thing about this is that the only IP addresses, well, let me rephrase. Oh, you don't even see what I'm looking at. Here we go. So here is the Slack API where you can add a new IP address range. Here's the thing with this. The only people who should be making requests to this Slack endpoint or this Slack app is me. So I would restrict it to IP addresses that my app is running on. So yes, I can restrict things to the IP, but it won't be based off of your IP, because remember, I'm doing things on behalf of you. Like that's the whole reason why I had to go through this process. And here, let me show OAuth process right quick. OAuth. I don't know, diagram maybe. This is probably dangerous because I'm just clicking on a random one, not having read it. So I don't know if this is actually true or actually accurate. It sucks though. I'm not going to read that. We're not going to do that. We can go through the one that Slack has. I think Slack has one. Hopefully. Access token. Install OAuth. Yes, here we are. So here's the whole flow. Let's see. So maybe if someone is attempting to hack or obtain information from you, can restrict your IP. Not like that. Think of it this way. I'm not necessarily restricting the IP. What I'm telling Slack is here are the IP address ranges that you can respond to. So it's a whitelist versus what you're saying is more of a blacklist. So whitelist is whatever's there. That's the only thing allowed. Blacklist is whatever's there. Those are the only things that aren't allowed. So yeah, I think you have the gist of it. But you see here how like there's a couple parties, or not a couple parties. There are 3 parties here. There's the application, but that in this case, this me. I am the client. And then there's the user. That would be you. And then there's the service that I am trying to do things with. That in this case, that's Slack or GitHub or Google. So the flow is my application is going to request from the user access to some resource. The user is then going to grant me access to that resource. And the way they do that is what you may have seen, maybe not. Let me see if my server's still running. It probably isn't. You know what I mean? Probably closed it. Yeah, I did. I'll show it to you though, because I think it's important. All right, we'll refresh here. All right, one day it's compiling. That's why it takes a while. Okay, so then log into Slack. This right here, right? So this is, let me go back. This right here is my app, the client. So that's this thing right here, the application. What? Why is this here? Is it gonna keep doing that? Okay. And I guess we can make this bigger just to make this a little bit easier to grok. Put this over here. Oops. Shit. Put this here. There we go. And there. Cool. So let's walk through this. So the application, that's me, that's this thing, is going to request the user. In this case, I am the user, right? I'm the user. A resource. I'm the resource owner. And the way we do that request is here. So I have a button that is going to request some stuff. And you see here, this is what it's requesting: to send messages as YouTube Slackbot, right? So I'm going to grant, allow. That's what this is. Now, after I do this, and I'm not going to do it now because, you know, there's things over here that we need to see. Let me go ahead and clear those out for now. So when I click allow, what that's going to do, I'm going to send that grant. So, you know, we're going to do this. And then my application is going to receive some details. And let me show you some of these details. You'll quickly see it. Code. See there, code. That was one of the details. It's going to take that code and some other stuff, and it's going to send that off to the server, to Slack, to the thing that I want access to. And then Slack is going to inspect that code and make sure things are okay. And it's going to grant me an access token right here. So once I get that access token, that's where we are right here. Any future request to their service, their API that I want to make, I need to include that access token. And then I can do, you know, we're done. So if we look here, well, I don't think we'll see it because I'm no longer printing it. But oh shit, no, that wasn't it. Never mind. Yeah, that isn't it. Perfect. Yeah, but the access token is in my database now. So we'll go into here, and then we'll look at profiles. Click here, and you'll see here that now there's an access token right there. Right. So yeah, that's the flow. So let's see. So maybe if someone is attempting to hack or obtain information from it, you can restrict their IP. No, this wouldn't be their IP. That's the beauty of it. This is me saying, hey, Slack, you will only ever receive requests from me from this phone number. If you get a call from me at any other phone number, it ain't me. That's really what's happening here. So IP address range has nothing to do with it at this point. As you can see, I don't have a IP address range. I think here you just give it a subnet, so it's a range of IP addresses, not an actual IP. Oh, maybe, I don't know. My bad if I may have. So it looks like the cookie pop-ups, I'll get that request, my verification to be used to enhance my experience of their website. So it's like the cookie pop-ups. No, it's not like the cookie pop-ups. The cookie pop-ups are due to GD, whatever the hell they are, the EU. They have forced the hands of non-European companies, which is interesting because as far as I know about it, like, what good tech companies come out of Europe, and why are American companies kowtowing to what the hell Europe says? Like, who the hell is Europe? If you're from Europe, I'm not really talking down on your continent, but like, I don't know, like they doing a little much right now. They punching a little bit above their weight right now. But yeah, that you get that because of the EU, right? Yeah, it's not, you're not getting that due to authentication. That's a different thing. Cookies are more about state than anything. But you know, you can use it for auth too. In fact, that's what you were looking at me do earlier. So we come back to here. Oh wait, maybe not. Or maybe. Let's just close this. Yeah. So we come back to here and we go to storage. And I guess let's close all of that. You'll see here under cookie, I have a cookie here. All right. So this is state that's stored on my machine. So what I can do is I can send this cookie up to the server, and there'll be some state in there, and I can do some stuff with it. Obviously well, maybe not obviously, but there's also session storage I'm not using right now. It's local storage I'm also not using. Don't just ignore this. I'm not actually using this. And then there's also IndexedDB for like, I guess doing structured query type stuff. I'm not using that either. And cache, I'm also not directly using that. Excuse me. But yeah, so yeah, that's a little bit more about auth, I guess. For what it's worth, like I said, if you have questions in the future, ask them. Maybe surprised you may learn something. know some of the stuff. Like I pretend to not know anything, but I know something. I know a little bit. But yeah, thank you for asking questions. You probably don't realize this, but it helps other people too, and it gives me more time, stream hours. I'm trying to hit a goal of 400 hours this year, so it helps me out. Well, I'm glad that you are starting to get the gist of it. Honestly, it's something that over time it'll probably become second nature. It is for me, at least. Yeah, a lot of the complexity is the fact that it's, you know, server, and like who are we talking to, what are we talking to them for, what can we talk to them about, that kind of thing. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and call it. I'm at about 2 hours and I'm hungry now, so I'm literally at that point where I need to go eat. I'll probably, I don't know, maybe I'll go out to eat. But if you made it this far, like I said, I appreciate the thumbs up. You know, I have 6 people here, and you know, maybe give me a thumbs up. That will help, or not. Subscribe, leave comments. Have a good rest of the weekend. Peace.